everyone. Welcome to Keeping It Real. This is Nikki Shelton, and I'm with Kerri Selby. How are you doing today, Kerri?
I'm doing great. The sun's shining. It's a beautiful day.
You know, I'm in Nebraska this week. I'm helping my mom out a little bit. So it was over 60 degrees here yesterday. I actually went outside with just a little sweatshirt on, and it was the best feeling ever to have the sun going in my face, and it makes me all happy.
Nice.
So we've got kind of a special thing going on for you guys today. I have a listing, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a little bit of this listing. And there's a reason I'm showing this to you, because we're going to talk about some options on financing when we're going through it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on, and wish me luck here that this works. And here we go. Look at that, it's working. Okay, so this is obviously the living room that we can see that, it's got the really high vaulted ceilings, the floors have been done, it's been freshly painted. This does have a view out of I forgot the name of the bay. Anyway, it's the bay that's outside of by Port Orchard. I'm so sorry, I just really blanked on that. It has a nice level backyard, so you could definitely do some gardening. It's super cute. It's walkable distance. If you're able to walk and stuff like that. There's a wonderful restaurant down 3 blocks down the road, and so super great location. They have a separated dining area, which is here, and again, they did the floors throughout. There's brand new flooring throughout the house. And the kitchen, we're going to get into that right now, and you can see that it's cute, but it's a little dated. It kind of doesn't go maybe as well as with the rest of the house. It doesn't have all the newest, latest, greatest, appliances, that kind of stuff. This is going into the primary bedroom. I love the older stuff with the built-in shelves. It gives you some extra storage, which is nice. It's not a huge room, but it's a nice sized room. I mean, it's definitely a queen size bed, and you've got a little bit of room in there. It's not huge, but it is a 1 bedroom, and it does have the primary bathroom right off of the primary bedroom. And this is the laundry area. So it's all on 1 level, which makes it super nice. You have to walk up some stairs to get to it, but that's the laundry area. And I think that would be a super cute place for like a desk or something. I just have to say, I love that area. I just think it's kind of like a little pocket that you could do some really cute things with. And then this also has a loft. And, I don't know how many people walk through it said, oh my God, I'd totally put the primary bedroom up here. And, you would have to go downstairs, obviously, to use the bathroom. But, it is a pretty big room. And it does have the walk-in closet in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here 1 second and pause this. Well, I'll let you guys see the closet, the wonderful closet. So again, it's pretty big. Okay. Let's see what we can do to talk about this now. And sorry, I'm popping back in between places. So this might not be, it started with some updates. Again, it's an older home. It's 1938. When I put it on the market, I talked to the sellers a little bit, and I said, outside there's some peeling paint, the age of the home. There might be some hiccups in financing if we do VA, possibly FH could be a couple hiccups. It might not be the right type of loan to really pursue those buyers. Probably more so would be conventional, where you have a little bit more leeway as far as what they're going to call out for requirements, or a cash offer. So we're limiting our buyer pool, is what I'm saying.
For sure. So we did have several investors that came through on that day to look at the home. Yeah,
we did, and that and that's really it was a rental from my sellers and stuff. So, definitely that is a good, it'd be a great place, because it's a great location. So anyway, but when we were talking, we did an open house 2 weeks ago when I was there, and we were chatting about this, and you were telling me there's some really cool things that, a lot of people, when you go in to buy a home, this is priced at $379,000. So, a lot of people are usually qualified for a little bit more than that. And, but they're looking up towards the higher end of that. And you were saying, this might be a great property. Whoops. this might be a great property for somebody that, you know, wants to come in and it's not really afraid to put their vision and stuff like that into it and maybe do a rehab loan on it. And so I'm going to go ahead and shut up for a few minutes, and I'm going to let Kerri go ahead and tell what she knows about all these great things. And so we're going to explore some the finance of how to finance a fixer-upper. And, you know, again, this home's livable, so someone could definitely like move in there and do that. But like I said, if you really like, let's say, you know, I'm really not into old kitchens, or, you know, I really just want to go in and paint it, make it really fresh all over the whole house. I don't like the color, you know, something like that. Are those things that you could do? And and one other thing too, I got to mention this too. So again, it has that beautiful window from the living room, right? So it's a beautiful view. You look out, you see the water. It's fabulous. And then it's an older style home, so it's kind of separated, right? So one of the first things I said when I walked through is it'd be awesome to take down like those walls and just have it one big room, kind of where you could do that, or even in the kitchen where you maybe had, you know, extend the kitchen out a little bit longer, so you don't need that big of a dining room, but have that open so you have that flow that a lot of people are really looking for right now.
Yeah, the kitchen definitely looked like it could use some expanding and definitely updating. So it didn't feel like those were load-bearing walls at all. So they could go in, remove those, and extend the kitchen out, put a nice island in there, and it can open up to the rest of the house and make it great for entertaining. So as I was sitting there on this open house, I was looking at all the things that could potentially happen to this home. And it could go VA or FHA if we were to do that. If that's what the loan that you're looking to go through. So for instance, we talked about how most people are usually pre-approved for a little bit more. So say you are looking in the $450,000 price range, but you're not finding anything because really it's difficult to find a nice size home in the $450,000.
It goes so fast.
Now. Yeah, and it goes so quick. So why not look at something that's going for $379,000 and have about a $50,000 renovation budget? What can you do with $50,000? That's a lot you could do. So it's
amazing all the things you could do with it. I'd have so much fun. I love doing stuff like that.
Yes. So those are the types of options. There is also a program through Freddie Mac and USDA, but these would probably apply in this situation the best. So I didn't want to go and be completely long-winded about all of this. Just wanted to go over these four just briefly. We just have some points about every one of these loan types. Okay. So for the limited, it is exactly what it's in its name. There's very limited things that you can do on it, and you also have a smaller price range. So eligible improvements are non-structural and minor cosmetic. So you couldn't remove walls or things like that or change floor plan at all. It could only be non-structural and things to fix the house up, like doing the painting, repairing the deck. And the limit of $35,000 could be restrictive. What's that?
So it's pretty much just cosmetic.
Correct.
Would you be able to do like new appliances if you wanted to?
Yes, those can be included, which is nice. You could do new appliances, you could upgrade the bathrooms and do all new fixtures in there. So that part is really nice.
And painting and inside and outside both?
Yep, both of those.
Okay.
So here's the thing about the minimum credit score. Everybody thinks you have to have this really high outstanding credit score to do a rehab loan. You don't. It's the standard 620. And with FHA, still the same required down payment of 3.5%. I will put in there that you cannot do a down payment assistance loan with this. It's only if you
okay, so let's back up and talk about that for one quick second, just because some people don't know what we're talking about. So in the state of Washington, it's the Washington State Housing Authority. Is that right? Is that what the
Housing and Finance Commission? Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been a long time since I've had to remember that. Anyway, what they will do is they will come in and they will actually, like, it's almost like a second loan against the house, except for you don't have to pay it back until after you sell your home. So like they come in, you don't have to make payments on it or anything like that. It's just you're making a regular. Yeah. I'm right.
Yeah. So it assists people. You know, a lot of times it's hard to save 6.5% for a home. So you put the down payment they come in with a 3.5% down payment, and then you come in with your closing costs. So it does not accrue interest. It's a 0% interest on it the whole entire time, and you pay it off when you either refinance or sell your home.
Perfect.
So
Thank
that
you.
program is not eligible with the rehab loan though.
Okay.
So you are also restricted. The people that do your work have to be licensed and bonded contractors, and they have 6 months to complete the renovations after the loan closes. So this is just a one-time close loan as well.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because otherwise sometimes when you have two closings or you have to do it after the fact, then there's a second fees and stuff like that you have to do. So
Exactly.
that's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to like make it as normal as possible so everybody can understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I just did simple, language in this, just
Yes.
make it super easy and hopefully good for everybody to be able to see everything. So this, with the regular standard FHA, you can do structural and not structural on the building. So if you did want to remove some walls and expand things out a little bit, this would be a program that you could definitely do. And there's no percentage limit. You are limited to how much the home will appraise for after the value has been assessed by an appraiser. So the important thing to note is, of course, you're purchasing the home for $379, but you're taking out a loan for $450. So what has to happen is we submit the contract with all of the bids to the appraiser, and they are going to do the appraisal based on the completed work that will be done. So they're doing a future value on the home.
Okay.
So that's how we're able to finance at that higher amount, is that they're saying, oh, if this was fixed, this was fixed, this was fixed, I could value the house. They'll say, this is what I value it at now, and this is what I will value it at when the home is completed.
Deck. Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. It does have a great view. So, you know, I mean,
beautiful.
The deck, I would totally make sure that I was working on that one. Okay, continue on.
Yeah, so you can also go VA with a 0 down payment. You do have a max budget of $50,000, but there is a lot you can do with $50,000, let me tell you. And they have a shorter time frame to complete the work, 90 days for a VA renovation.
Okay. All right. And again, these contractors have to be licensed, bonded, and insured, correct?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
You cannot do the work yourself. Even if you are yourself a licensed and bonded contractor, you still have to have somebody outside doing the work.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Oh, I guess I put the wrong program up there. This was supposed to be conventional. A conventional loan. It's a Fannie Ready.
Let's do that. Go ahead and talk about the conventional loan, because this is where, I mean, this is probably, I don't know. I mean, I was very hesitant about putting like the VA, because I know, like, for instance, there is some peeling paint and stuff like that. And with a home, when they're, an older home like this, there's always a possibility of lead-based paint. And so if there's peeling paint or anything like that, it makes us brokers a little bit kind of leery of saying it couldn't do that. So conventional though, absolutely. So,
and
but
you
they
can
have
do a
conventional rehab loans.
Well.
Let's talk about those.
What's that?
I said conventional rehab loans. Let's talk about those. How are they different?
They are different in that your renovation budget will be up to 75% of the completed value of the home would be your renovation budget. A lot of things that people don't understand is if you're down payment sensitive and you are a first-time home buyer, you can put as little as 3% down. Otherwise, you go to the normal 5%. So important thing to realize as well is when you're working with your budget, you're not going to always get the entire $50,000 if that's what your allotted thing is, because we put away a contingency of about 10 to 15%. Because let's face it, when we do a project, things tend to
never comes in on
more, right? It doesn't come in on price. So those funds are put to the side in order to cover any overages that there might be. If you don't wind up tapping into it, or you don't use all of it, you can either get refunded the amount of money that is in that contingency, or you can have it applied to your principal loan balance and have that lowered. So there's some good options. The money will still get put to good use.
That is super awesome news. So anyway, like I said, the house is move-in ready, but it's an older house, and there's always, you want to go in and make it more, it's been kind of started, some of the remodels as far as the new flooring and stuff like that. But, those were the two things I said when I walked in. I go, oh my gosh, if you were to like get rid of that wall and throw in some new cabinets and stuff like that, just to pull that up a little bit. Oh my goodness, that house would be gorgeous.
Yeah,
So,
and the flooring usually eats up quite a good portion of the budget. So that's already taken care of. You're just working on some of the cosmetic and maybe opening things up a little bit. So some of the work's already done for you.
Perfect. All right. That's all we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week, same time, same place.
See you next week.